Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to jump on and talk about why weight loss is so hard for women in menopause. This is something that is one of the top things that women either in perimenopause or menopause struggle with, fight with, get frustrated with, and most of the time that frustration is aimed at yourself, right? Because you're doing all these things to eat healthy. A lot of times women in menopause feel like I'm eating healthier, or I'm exercising, I'm doing all this stuff, but none of it's actually working for my body. What the heck? What the heck? I actually feel like I'm going backwards sometimes. What I'm doing for weight loss that worked for me 10 years ago, 20 years ago, doesn't work at all anymore. Doesn't work at all. What am I supposed to do next? Right? So the reason why it's so hard is because we get a new body. When you go through menopause, you get a new body. That's literally the big key thing. It's a new body that responds totally differently to exercise, stress, nutrition, everything. And if you're not shifting what you're eating, when you're eating, how you're eating, all that stuff to match with that new body, you're gonna stay frustrated, right? And that's a definition of insanity, right? Doing the same old thing, expecting a new result. This is it. This is legit it. That's it. That's all you have to look at, shifting and changing. It really is. Shifting and changing your nutrition to match with the new body that you have. So here's some key things to really focus on, right? Because again, we're told that, okay, here's how you lose weight. It's reducing your calories. Reduce your calories and exercise more. Well, in this new body, guess what? Guess what? Your system, when you reduce calories, will not build muscle, which means you can't. So it's not gonna build muscle as easy. I mean, you still can. It's just a lot harder, and you really have to focus on the proteins correctly to get that to happen. But if you're eating the same as you did before, it's not going to build muscle, which means that it's not going to burn fat. For women, you have to have that muscle mass to even get to a fat burning place. Now, especially for menopause, because we're not getting to a fat burning place, what happens then is it goes into fat storage. Where does it like to store that fat? It's a specific area for women. Belly fat. Belly fat specifically. This is key. Any woman going through menopause will tell you this. In fact, the average weight gain of women in perimenopause going into menopause and beyond is anywhere from 7 to 10 pounds. That's the average. There's research on this. 7 to 10 pounds just going through menopause. Why? Because your hormones shift and change. And you get that new body. That new body is not able to build and maintain lean muscle on the old nutrients you were eating. Lynn is saying so much. I'm up 2 sizes in pants and so depressed. Yes. See? And it's not like you all of a sudden decided to quit working out or just sit there all day and eat like a couple of pies, right? Which is what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks, oh, come on, you probably are just eating a bunch of garbage now. Yeah. Why don't you try and tighten it up, clean it up a little bit? There you go. That's gonna help. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, but that's not what it is. This new body reacts and responds totally differently. This new body is not the same anymore. So it's not able to build and maintain muscle on the same way that you were eating, on those old nutrients. It just can't. It processes things differently. Your digestive system changes. Because you might be thinking, well, why? How does that happen? Part of it is that your digestive system changes. Your digestive system changes. Lynn, yup. Right? Everybody thinks you're just bumming around. Your digestive system changes, so it just doesn't have the ability to work the same way, which also means that you can get more gas, more bloating, more, heartburn for some women, more constipation for other women. It's a whole different ballgame. So if you're having different gut issues now that you went through menopause, guess what? You're not able to upload those nutrients to build muscle the same way you used to. Without that, you can't burn fat like you used to either. And if you start cutting your nutrients, if you start restricting calories even more, if you're like, well, I was doing 1,800 calories and that's usually what I do to lose weight, so maybe I'll just cut it down to 1,500 calories and maybe that'll work, and maybe I can get something going then. Guess what? Cutting it down even more is going to send your body into even more fat storage because your body sees it as a stressor. And for women, guess what happens? When our bodies are under stress, it really does this. Big time, especially when you're in menopause. Holy cow, like flashing neon sign. Your body says, oh, what are you eating? Grapes? Okay, thank you. Put it right around my belly. Celery? Oh yes, I can add that to the tire too. Thank you very much. It almost doesn't matter what you eat. You can eat the cleanest thing ever. There you go. Which is one of the most frustrating things for women then in menopause, because you're trying all this stuff. You're doing all these things, trying new gyms, workouts. There was somebody I worked with, oh, God bless her soul. She was so bound and determined that she started doing all these like crazy training things. Was eating super healthy and clean, still trying to restrict as much as possible, but understood that, well, I get really hungry because I'm training really hard. She was training for like a triathlon and then decided to start running, oh, maybe I could start running ultra marathons. And I'm like, why? Well, I really can't get rid of this belly fat. I was like, oh, babes, we're going to just change how you eat. We're going to actually fuel the body correctly for your new body that you have. Changed everything from there on out for her, right? Your body is different. It's new. So it's going to process proteins differently. It's going to process carbs differently. You need more protein to do the same job that protein used to do. So that means if you actually need to build more muscle, because a lot of women that go through menopause notice their muscle mass actually decreases, right? That goes along with losing some energy and stamina, stuff like that. So if your muscle has decreased, you need to build that up. So you need a certain amount of protein that you need to increase to have that happen, on top of the increased amount of protein that you need just to make it do the same job it used to. So many women are missing some of these important marks in terms of, hey, basic fundamental things that you can shift and change, and what you're doing, still healthy, clean, regular foods, right? Nothing crazy there, but just to add to your day. So all of a sudden at the end of the day, you're like, I feel good. This is putting me in the right direction. Okie dokie. Yes, I can feel the difference here. I can notice that I'm building that muscle and I'm starting to slim down. That tire's getting smaller. I'm getting more energy, all of this stuff. But women going through a menopause get so frustrated because you're just not told all of these things and how they change. So, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. Really quick, let me try and stop myself from sneezing. It's live. It's a live video. It just happens. So these are the key things about why it's so hard for women to lose weight in menopause and why we get so frustrated with ourselves. Resources I have for you. My 12-week challenge opens tomorrow. I have a 12-week challenge for women in menopause. It is specifically built. It is an entire nutrition plan for women in menopause, for that new menopausal body. And you're going to learn how your system reacts, responds to everything else, how to, build muscle, boost your metabolism, and actually really get your body to fat burning and stay there as long as it's possible. Because again, women have a different fat burning time zone than men do. So you got to capitalize on it when it's there, because it's not all day like it is for men. So keep that in mind. So I put a link in the comments. It's the wait list. It does open tomorrow. So if you get on that wait list tonight, you will be notified absolutely tomorrow morning when the cart opens. I only take so many women in this group because I spend so much time working really closely with you. So I want to make sure if you want to get on board with that, that's the link there. Books. I have the Female Menopause Solution, a book completely about nutrition. This covers some of the basics, and then I walk you through even more details in that 12-week challenge. Female Fat Solution. This is nutrition that matches hormones and cycle. That is on Amazon as well. So again, I've got books and resources for you. Podcast is the Female Health Solution that you can subscribe to. I do episodes there on menopause as well. And then I have my YouTube channel, which is Dr. Beth Westy, and you can subscribe to that to stay updated on all the videos that I put out. So you can research, what other things have I done for menopause? What other things, right? Yes. Karen, I have really battled staying hydrated when I hit perimenopause too. Yes. Karen, oh my gosh. So I'm just finishing up actually my 5-day challenge. I love doing challenges. I do a 5-day challenge at least 4 times a year, and mine's going on right now. So if you want to know about that, there's still links to that you can get to, like on my Instagram or my Facebook or, you know, that type of a thing. You can still join. There's prizes. Tomorrow we're giving away a Polar watch, or Polar's giving away a watch. So there's super fun prizes. You can still, you know, click the link, get the little meal plan, you know, have fun with it. It's super great. But hydration was one of the things I covered for women, especially with hormones and everything else. You know, to really focus on getting your body, it has to be hydrated properly to even get to fat burning too. A lot of women don't realize that. And when your hormones change, your hydration needs change. So I covered that today. Killing my sleep. Yes. So in the group, so if you join the 5-day challenge, there's a video I did this morning on that specifically. You can watch that. It's really good. Lynn just got the book yesterday, so hoping it has some answers for me too. Yes, Lynn. Yes. And if you do have, because the book does cover some basic stuff. If you're looking for more help, that's on the wait list and everything else. So again, don't hesitate. I set things up in stages. Sometimes women will, you know, watch a video and be like, well, what about the rest of it? I'm like, I know, I have so much info for everybody that I try and put it out there in a lot of different places so you can get it all in pieces versus, you know, drinking from a fire hydrant. I mean, that's the other part. Like, we could hang out for like 2 days straight and I could just word vomit all this stuff, but that's not realistic. So yes, so that's amazing you got the book. Go through it. Let me know what questions you have. Let me know how I can be a resource for you, because I love walking women through this and helping you realize, holy cow, it's not you. You're not crazy. And the stuff that's happening with your body is not made up. It's absolutely real. You are really working out. I know you are, right? I know you're trying to eat clean. It's just your body is totally different. So you have to shift what you're doing and how you're eating to match that new body, and then you get the results that you've been waiting for. Yes. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. So again, link to the wait list, you know, other resources that I have for you. Thank you guys for listening. Please, if you do find this helpful, please share this information with other women that you know that are also struggling. My mission is just to educate women more on how their bodies function so you can work with that to get and keep a better result. So thank you so much for tuning in, sharing, and everything else. And I will see you guys later.